Okay, it seemed about time to give another little walkthrough of my garden. Again, my garden is about 35 feet by 85 feet. That's the entire backyard. So here's the chickens. They're kind of having a time of preening, and they won't go to bed for a while yet, but they're kind of having a pre-go to bed, settle down. It's been sunny for the last few days, but I don't know if you can see it, but it's forecast to rain for the next 5 days or so, and in fact we're supposed to get like a week's worth tonight, which doesn't make me happy, but there you go. We've had a lot of rain. Alright, here's the new greenhouse. What I say new, it's new to us. Somebody was kind of getting rid of it, and a friend nabbed it for us and brought it over in pieces, and my husband's been putting it up, and we got some new glass for it, so now I have a greenhouse. I'm really pleased about that. And here's all my rubbishy bits and pots and pans, and 2 compost bins, and we'll just walk over here. Down in this corner you can just see some of the potatoes that I need to cover up, but I'm trying it a friend's way. It's kind of like dump it and be done. You just throw the potatoes down and cover them up with whatever, so I'm giving that an experiment. And this kind of needs to be cleared back. There's some pretty honeysuckle right there, and some pretty, I think they're dog roses. I may not cut them back, and these are blackberries. The plans are that we're going to clear this up a little bit and put some of the chicks that we have, or pullets that we have, on this ground, and my husband's going to fence it in. So the fence will run from about the greenhouse to the edge of the path, and just behind the apple trees somehow. We're going to have to prune down the apple trees though. I'll show you inside the greenhouse. We're having loads of trouble with snails and slugs this year. I've still got stuff to plant out, and down here are 2 tomatoes, and one's already been eaten by a slug or snail, sadly. This is about 6 foot by 6 foot, and about 6 foot high, I suppose. We've got some apples on our tree, and I'm showing you all the rubbish bits of our garden, aren't I? More apples, pallets, just because. And there's going to be a new shed, this stuff here, and it's going to go in the corner here, and that's going to be a new chicken house, because the chicken house that we have is really run down. So we bought a shed, and that will be their new home. And I don't know, we'll scavenge bits off the old one. Moving up to the top. Here's the broody ark. The roof felt has been torn off, partly by natural causes and partly by the dog. Strawberry plants, and 2 big tubs of potatoes. Blueberries, I think this is the 3rd year. They're not doing brilliantly, but they are. We're in the middle of weeding this bed. It's got some carrots on the near end, some salad, and some radishes. Let's see. Over here today I planted 2 pumpkins and some beans, runner beans. It's not perfectly weeded, but we've had to do our best with the time that we've had that wasn't raining. Oops. There's supposed to be peas coming up here. I don't know if they're going to come up or not. If not, I've got some started in the house. Tomato plants, you can just see them down there. And things haven't grown well at all. They haven't died. I've got a lot of weeding to do in here as well, but again, the rains kept me in. On some of these tomato plants, they've grown a little bit. Sorry, I've got a duck behind the laundry. And they've got some flowers on them, but I don't see a lot of pollinating insects. Weeds, never mind. Oh, here's one. Pollinating insect just there. Hello, hurry before the rain comes. Things haven't grown very well. So they're not dead, but they just are not as big as they might be. I had loads of cucumber plants down the side of this raised bed and all that stuff, just 2. And I had loads down the side of this raised bed, and they're all gone, probably due to slug. So I'm going to put out some beer traps this evening. These here are some beans I started indoors, and they're called blue cocoa beans. So I just planted them out this afternoon, so I hope they'll take. And here's more runner beans waiting to be planted out, either at the allotment or here. We were planning to go to the allotment, but I'm not sure we'll be able to go today. Here's 2 new chicks. One is a hybrid, and the one behind her is a pekin. And she's peeking at us. This is a new little house that I got. I wondered if it might be a new broody thing, but I think I'm going to keep bantams in here. And we've got more. The flower pots on here, because the dog can actually lift up the nest box with her nose, which is very bad news. Oops, this needs cleaning out. They've already all gone to bed. Hello, guys. Oh, this brown one is very curious and very brave. She's the hybrid. She's kind of based on a Rhode Island Red and some other things. Hi. And there's another pekin that we got at the 3 County Show, and an Aracanum on the left. I better shut this before that one tries to get out. Carefully put the past blooming azalea bush back on. Right, these were completely tumbled down because of the high winds and rains, and my husband had to put them back up. More weeding, yes, more weeding needs to be done. Here's my bright light radishes and some volunteered potatoes. And behind the chair, more peas, which haven't come up yet. We'll see if they do. Well, that's about it for me today. Thanks for joining me on this tour of the garden. You can see that some things have, improved a bit, like we now have a greenhouse, and I've got so much to do with the weeding and such, but thanks for watching. Bye. God bless from Roses and Tea.